just wiping the whole freaking board here. Well, that gives me life. That gives me life, my friend. And life is great. Life is precious. Life is graveyard shift in instant speed is what it is. What up, brothers and sisters, and welcome to MTG Malone with me, MTG Malone. Thank you all so very freaking much for tuning in. I hope you're having a wonderful freaking day. And, hey, if you tuned in during the stream, thank you very much. And if you didn't, I'm streaming every day but Sundays and Mondays on freaking YouTube and on Twitch. So you can join us freaking there. And it's going to be from 12 in the noon since 5 p.m. in the afternoon, European time. So just check out what that is in your world, and we will be good. This Sunday and Saturday, though, I will be streaming, well, if I win in the Content Creator Charity Cup, in the first day in the Swiss rounds, I will be streaming on Sunday. If I lose, well, I won't be streaming. That is just, there's no reason to. But if you're wondering what that is all about, well, there's a link below the video where you can help me support the Cancer Foundation for Children. And if you want to do that, that would help me out a freaking lot. Also, thank you very freaking much for 12,300 subs. We're on our way to 12,500. We will be going places. I freaking know it. But enough with the yammering. Let's get into the Golgari Endless Doom Hammering. So this deck I want to build for a long freaking time, and here we are. This deck is the meme. Call an ambulance. But not for me. This is the comeback freaking machine of the century, my friends. Just a comeback freaking machine of the freaking century. So, we have some cards in here that you already know very well, like the Shigeki. So you can play it, return it to your hand, and reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put a land from them on the battlefield tapped, and the rest goes into your graveyard. So we're a graveyard shift deck. Yes, that is one of the new cards that we have in here. We have 3 new cards in here, so it is very kind of budget friendly. We have the Cemetery Tampering that also throws stuff in our graveyard, because we want to have stuff in our graveyard. First and foremost, for the graveyard shift, but also for the freaking Shigeki, so that we can bring that stuff back. I know it is better to have in our hand, but you know, our graveyard kind of becomes our hand. All we have to do is to pay 2 mana for each of those, well, 4 mana for each of those cards that we want to have, and then 2 after every other card. So you pay 2x, you pay 2x and 2 green for the first card, and afterwards just an X for 2x for every other card. So if you want to return 3 cards, you pay 2 green and you pay 6, so that is freaking 8. Just so you know how the math works. I don't know how math works because I'm freaking moron sometimes, but you know, it is what it is. So the Cemetery Tampering also gives you cards for free as long as you have 20 or more cards in your freaking graveyard. So you hide away 5, you look at the top 5 cards of the library, put 1 onto the Cemetery Tampering, and then you know, shubwang, get it for free once you have 20 freaking cards. And it can be anything. It can be freaking anything. It shouldn't be a Meathook, it shouldn't be a March of the Wretched Sorrow. And I did the mistake once to get the dig up down. It didn't matter in the end. It wasn't like game changing, but you cannot pay the cleave cost if you're freaking playing it for free. At least that is my understanding. So, just watch out for that. The other new card that just makes this deck, oh, chef's kiss delicious, the Titan of freaking industry. My friends, this card is just so bonkers, I need it in my life. You have Reach and Trample for a 7/7, you know that is pretty good for 7. Then you can choose to destroy target artifact or enchantment, gain 5 life, create a Rhino, put a shield counter on a creature you control. And look at that Rhino. Ain't he a freaking master of freaking awesomeness? So that is what it is. You know, the Titan of freaking industry is just amazing. And I know it costs 7, but we do have the Celestus, so we can ramp. We do have the freaking Binding of the Old Gods, that also helps us ramp. And you know, so turn 5, we will be on 6 mana already if we have the Celestus down. Turn 7, easy peasy you can play the Titan of Industry. No problemo. And you know, there's a new land that just makes the Binding of the Old Gods a little bit better again. Like if you're here from the olden times, you know that this can dig up for any forest card. That was a huge freaking problem in freaking, you know, I forgot the name of the card, the Ultimatum. Because people could just play this, get a freaking like blue and green, black and green, whatever land they wanted. Because these freaking triomes, just as these proving ground is, are freaking swamps, mountain, and forests. So that means that you can just dig up for that, you know? And that is the freaking reason why we have, well, not dig up, but, you know, that is the reason why we have the Cemetery proving ground. Not because we're playing red, we don't care about the red. But we can get a freaking dual land with this, and that is just freaking amazing. So, make sure to know about that tech. Bring in the Zeatura's Proving Ground. So that is very freaking nice, and that helps us get to the Titan of Industry easier. It makes it easier for us to play the one Harness Infinity that we have in here. You know, getting the Harness Infinity into our hand on the end game is just super freaking good, because then we get back our whole freaking library with the Shigeki. So we are Malone Beyond, freaking indeed, just like Batman Beyond. And once the Titan of Industry is in your graveyard, and you have the graveyard shift, well, you know, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 costs easy freaking peasily achieved with all of our cards that we have here, and we can just flash them in, you know? That's just plain freaking good. We can also get back our Shigeki during their end turn, and, you know, return it to our hand, do all of the stuff. It's just infinite freaking loop, my friend. And you harness Infinity, you exchange your hand with your graveyard. You exile it, but that's totally worth it. I love this card. I love the art. It is super freaking good. Yes, it is Sam McKinnon. I know. But honestly, the art is just still freaking amazing. And that's just what it is. The rest of the deck is just freaking pure amazingness. We have the Culling Ritual. Super freaking good against the early game. If they're playing the freaking Rakdos Anvil deck, get him freaking out of here. They get nothing, my friends. Freaking nothing. And you get 1 mana for every one of the destroyed permanents. So, if you destroy 5 permanents, now you get 1 mana for free. You know, that is just how it works. And that's just super good. If you destroy even more, well, you get even freaking more. We only have 2 of those. We don't need any more. We also have 2 Shadows Verdicts in here. Yes, Shigeki is a 2 cost. That is right, my friends. But we have 3 of them, number 1. Number 2, just make sure that you have it in your hand while you play the Shadows Verdict. You can always return it to your hand. You know, with this, with itself, you can return it to your hand. You can get it with the Graveyard Shift, the Harness Infinity, and the freaking Soul Transfer, which is also such an amazingly good card in here. And the Soul Transfer is also the reason why we're playing the Celestus, because if you control an artifact and an enchantment, you can choose both modes. You exile target creature Planeswalker, and you return target creature Planeswalker card from your graveyard to your hand. So that means we can always get the Shigeki back one freaking way or another, and that is just super freaking good. Maybe you even have a Shigeki on your Cemetery Tampering, you know, you get it back like that. Just amazing. Cemetery Tampering, also one of the reasons we have it in here is the Soul Transfer. We don't always have the Binding of the Old Gods, but the Cemetery Tampering is here to stay. So that is just super freaking amazing. And then bam, we just destroy him with the freaking Invoke Despair. That is all there is to the deck. Just Invoke Despair, Titan of Industry, Shigeki, win the freaking game. We have some removal as well. This can also just mill your opponent in the end game. If you have this and this, you know, you can just infinitely loop those and just, you know, mill him 3 cards every single turn. Why not? You know, if you're up in a grindy freaking match, that is something that can freaking come up. And with this, you can also return lands to your hand. So you can always return like a Field of freaking Ruin, you know. And, where is it now? Where is the Field of Ruin? There it is. Just return the freaking Field of Ruin with this. Destroy all of their non-basic lands until they have no more. Until they have no freaking more. I mean, it's stupid, but it's something that can happen and can be game-changing. So just so you know about it. Also destroys a target non-creature, non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less. So you can get rid of another freaking, I don't know, anvil if you have to. And it gives a creature -1. So that is also very freaking good. You can get 2 life, make him lose 2 life. So that also works very well with the Invoke Despair together. In the end, we will freaking go Gary the freaking heck out of them. The March of the Wretched Sorrow, just very good in here, gaining us the life, and the dig up gets you whatever you freaking need, like for example, a Meathook Malone Massacre. Land-wise, we have the 2 Hive, the Eye Tyrant, 3 very beautiful swamps. We have 2 Takenuma, so we can bring back the Shigeki even with that. I forgot about that. The Takenuma here. Shigeki, you know, just very freaking nice. So, this is our graveyard recursion freaking thing. We have all of this. All of this are graveyard recursion. Look at it. It's bananas-ly good. So the Takenuma is in here. We have 4 beautiful forests. We have 1 layer of the Hydra. We have 3 Darkbore Pathway, 3 Deathcap Glade, and 3 Zeatura's. The Deathcap Glade is no forest, so you cannot get that with the Binding of the Old Gods. But the 3 freaking Zeatura's Proving Grounds. And the beauty is, If you cycle this, you can bring it back with the Witherbloom Command and then just go in infinity and freaking beyond. I love this deck, and so should you. And if you love this deck, well, then make sure to subscribe to the channel, make sure to leave a like, and share the video with one of your closest friends. I'm MTG Malone, making a little commercial here at the end, and I will see you in those infinite games. When your hands make you drool, 'cause you've got all the tools. That's Golgari. That's Golgari. All we need is one land and we're super happy with this hand. One land, sooner or later. Like we have 2 turns or even 3 turns to find it. Because this will buy us time, you know. Worst case, we can just slam down the frickin' Shadow's Verdict. And get ourselves a lot of life. It's Azorius Control, I don't like that one bit, and here's our land that I was hoping for. It's all freaking good. All freaking good. Oh, it's not. It's Band Control. Oh, it's not. Okay, well, we're getting rid of this right away. Like, as long as we have the chance, you know. Freaking getting rid of it right away. Okay, that was efficient. If I've ever seen anything, it was very efficient. Alright, so we have all the answers right now, but if this goes a little bit longer, it might get a little dangerous. Might get a little bit dangerous. I don't know if they're playing counter spells. I think they're just... Okay. Yeah, that is still kind of fine. Still kind of fine. Okay. Big action. Yes. A perfect card to get rid of. I wouldn't have wanted to draw that anyways. So hey, Twin Blade frickin' Geist. Interesting. So I'm still afraid that they might play counter spells. If they do, well, we find out all together, don't we? Frickin' don't we? So let's get let's do nothing here. We just frickin' Meathook Massacre this. Or do we even? Do we even Meathook Massacre this? Do you play anything else here? Okay. I think I'm going just to Shadow's Verdict it, because this has disturbed, so let's get rid of it right away. I mean, hey, that is what it is in here for, you know? All of these Mixalai and stupid mono white decks, get them all out of here. Get them all freaking out of here. You don't belong here. That is like 3 freaking Luminarch Aspirants in the first freaking not even anything, you know? Not even freaking anything. Alright, well, that is amazing. And I'm getting rid of the March of the Wretched Sorrow here. Yes, yes, I did it. I did it. I got rid of it. And we're doing this now. Just to make certain that we, you know, get rid of the whole freaking board. So, that is 3 freaking Luminarch Aspirants for you. What you doing next? Well, are you playing 5 more? The thing is that we have the Invoke Despair here. That is super freaking nice. We are actually getting rid of the land here. Well, we got another land, ain't that amazing? And we're doing this just to draw some cards. It's just super good. Land, and Binding of the Old Gods. Hey, that is something. That indeed is something. And we're passing the turn. So, hey, I mean, we're up against super aggressive attack in the first game. We got a Shadow's Verdict in our hand. What else do you want? Nothing, I tell you. Nothing. And it's getting better and better. So, we're using this now. They're not playing counter spells. I freaking love it. I freaking love it. And we're getting the Shigeki, of course. Yes, we are. Oh, yes, we are. And what are we doing? Nothing? Yeah, nothing is right. We're just doing nothing. So we just need to make sure that the Shigeki's not in our graveyard when we're using the Shadow's Verdict next. But, you know, why should it be? Why freaking should it be? Alrighty. And... Is that it, Mr. That's it? Is that really it, Mr. That's it? We will have to see. They put in something onto there. I mean, you know. Okay, yeah, that is amazing. That is really not concerning me at all. Alright. So I think that we can get rid of the Field of Ruin here. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's just amazing, isn't it? That is just freaking amazing, isn't it? So we will still get rid of the Twin Blade, guys. We will still freaking get rid of a lot of stuff here. And that is just freaking amazing. Yeah, that's right. That is right, Barda Bowl. That is right. I'm invoking despair unto you. Invoking despair unto you. So the Twin Blade guys will die. The freaking security bypass will die. And if they do have a counter spell here, hey, I'm just binding off the old gods. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. It's early in the morning. It's now 9:30 a.m. I'm playing Magic like a pro. I just woke up. I had my coffee. I didn't even eat the bread. And now I'm here. Slamming down the justice onto people. They're just surrendering. Not even playing the game anymore. You're go, my friend. You're freaking go. Are you now letting the timer run out because you're sick and tired of me destroying everything? You had 3 Luminarch Aspirants. 2 freaking Twin Blade Geist. Let me have my 2 Invoke Despairs, you know? It's just fair. And they left. Hey, you know what that means? It's time for the show of the century. All right. So, I think that the game is pretty much over. I just did this little dance for you. I'm already out of breath from sitting and dancing. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not out of breath. I'm just amazed that people just see one card and scoop. Dude, this is freaking mythic. You shouldn't be like a little Barbadole here, you know? Bardabole? Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. And boom. And boom. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Best game of my entire life. Let's go, Gary. Let's go, Gary. If your opponent scoop because they know that they'll lose, that's Golgari. Let's go, Gary. Okay, 1 land and we're super fine here. Super fine. Because we can bring down the Celestus. We're up against Mono Black Control, okay. Interesting. Pretty interesting. All we need is 1 land, and we're super happy. We'll even try with the Shigeki here in the worst case, you know? Oh, it's not. It is not. Alright. But you know what? I just get myself a land here. That is just a smart thing to do. Just a smart thing to do. And I like being smart from time to time, you know? It is actually what I like to do. Being smart. So, I don't know what we're up against here yet, but I think that there will be a, you know, a high number of, Obnixili coming down. That is what I was about to say. A high number of freaking Obnixili. But that is no problem. That is what we got a Shadow's Verdict in here for. And, yeah, we decline here. And now we're getting rid of the Graveyard Shift. And no problem, you know. We are prepared here. And next turn, hey, we will just wipe the whole freaking board. And then what? Hey, yeah, exactly. Nothing, my friend. Nothing. And then you will think you were so smart. But you weren't. But you weren't. So we're going down to 12. You know, it's turn 3. We're down to 12 life. It's just normal. Just normal. Nothing wrong with that. But we're gaining life with the Celestus, so that is pretty nice. And I'm getting rid of the Culling Ritual, actually. It is not what I need right now. And, yeah. Say hello to my little friend. And I can do this all freaking day long with my Shigeki. I can just do it. Yes, and I will. And I will. Alright. So as long as we get the, well, the Loath is pretty annoying here. Pretty annoying here, especially because they can play it. But, yeah. We're still trying our best here, you know? We're still freaking trying our best here. It's not like we don't. The Hive, the Eye Tyrant, alrighty. And, bringing down the Shigeki. We're bringing down the Cemetery Tampering. And we will see what happens here. But we also draw a card, so that is pretty nice. The Binding, yes please. I like that. I really do. Take action. Yes, please. And yes, we can get rid of this. So we can get rid of one of the spooters here. That is already pretty nice. And they don't really want to attack in, you know. They don't really want to. And the thing is that even if they do, the eye twitch, alright. We can still do stuff, you know. We can still do stuff. Alright, they do want to attack in. That is amazing. That is just plain amazing. And a Meathook for a 3. Interesting, okay. That is pretty interesting to say the least. They already used their Loath though to draw, I think. We're doing this. Oh, that is just plain freaking amazing, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is plain freaking amazing. So, they're losing this. They're losing this. And, yeah, here you go, my friend. Here you go. If they really want to destroy my Cemetery Tampering here, hey, so be it, you know? That is alright with me. That it, like, gives them nothing, you know? Just gives them freaking nothing. Alright. We're going with the Witherbloom Command here. Another Celestus. Not exactly what I want to see. But I would like to see my lands, you know? I would love to see my lands. And I'm getting myself, actually, the Lair of the Hydra. So that I will have a Titan very soon. The Titan is very much importante. And, yeah, we're also using the Celestus now to get rid of the Celestus. Gaining ourselves some life. Let's go, Gary! Alright, so next turn we will have the Titan. That is super nice. We do have the manas for it. And we will see what they're doing. We just have to see what they're doing. Well, you know, maybe I'm doing this now first. It is just the right thing to do. Okay, very nice. I like it. I really freaking do. And we can just, you know, cycle that Zeatora's Proving Ground. So who's burning who now? Who's burning who? Yeah, that's right. It's me. It's Malone. I'm burning you. Welcome to the underworld. Another up, Nick's alive. Well, that is totally fine by me. Totally freaking fine by me. I really don't mind that at all. Creating the devil even now. Okay. Ain't that peachadori? Ain't that freaking peachadori? Hey, we exchange a Zeatora for a Zeatora. That is just amazing. That is just exactly what you want to do here. Alright, this is just so good. This is just so good right now. Alright. And we're getting ourselves the Graveyard Shift. Perfect. And now we're soul transferring. Well, we're choosing both, you know. That is just the right thing to do. And yeah, Infinity and Beyond, my friends. Infinity and Beyond. We're bringing down this. And did we play two things? Yeah, we did. We did. The Cemetery Tampering and that. Very nice. Very freaking nice. How many cards are in there? I need 20, right? Take action. Let us see. I'm getting rid of... You know what? I'm getting rid of the Zeatora Proving Ground here. No need to keep it. And we found our third Invoke Despair. That is just amazing. That is just amazing. They're so afraid of my Cemetery Tampering. That is just insanity, man. Just freaking insanity how afraid they are from that. Holy smokes. Why, my friend? Why are you so afraid of it? What did it ever do to you? They're not attacking in? Interesting. Pretty interesting. They just... You know... If your opponent scoop because they know that they'll lose. Let's go, Gary. Let's go, Gary. Let's go, Gary. Thanks, dude. Nice duet. You as well. You as well. Alright, so hey, every tech card that we had in there up until now worked out perfectly. We're going first. I freaking love this hand. All we need is one land to be super safe. And then we're good. And then we're perfectly freaking fine. It's Mill. Or is it? Broker's Hideout. Well, I don't know if it's Mill. Might be. My coffee is empty. Let's go, Gary. I need to take a break after this to make myself a new freaking coffee. Alright, so we even have to dig up here now. Dig up your body again. Cause let's go, Gary. Have you seen it? I even put in the little, like, you know, dude here. Yeah, I saw it. I seen it. Alright. Do you have the Shigeki here? Do I like that? Do I freaking like that? Is there anything I can do about it, though? Well, we have no reason to do anything here. But I really don't like it. I really don't like it. So we're getting rid of it right away. And I think we're using the other March of the Red Sorrow. I'm just getting rid of the Shigeki right away. Right away. No Shigeki for you. No Shigekin for you. And the worst case, next turn I have to dig up here. We will have to see. I hope I don't have to. Maybe I should have done it differently. Keep up my mana. But, you know, gaining a little life here never hurt nobody. A little life never hurt nobody. So they're ramping up pretty good. We got the Shadow's Verdict here. Not the best thing. We have to use the dig up here now for this, which is super annoying. And we're getting ourselves, of course, the freaking land here. Playing the land. And we're playing down the Shigeki. And next turn we can just binding off the old gods, you know, all of the shebang. So right now we're not looking too good. But it might turn out to be better very soon. We will have to see. Maybe I just shouldn't have been that afraid of a Shigeki, you know? It is only a land in the end. And in the end, it's only a land. Because right now, like, we don't have any value. And I really, like, thoroughly am sad about what I just did, you know? But hey, I was too cheeky after my 2 wins. That is just what it is. Oh my, interesting. Okay, so you're also afraid of my Shigeki. You're also very much afraid of my Shigeki. That is good to know. Be afraid. Fear the Shigeki. I do have a graveyard shift here. And they have nothing, I tell you. Nothing. So we can bring back the Shigeki if we want to. But we also don't have a land. But we will have a land next turn at least. So that is very good. That is very, very good. And yeah. Well, they're ramping hard. They're ramping real hard. That is nothing I can say about, but ramping real hard here. Alrighty. So we're getting, of course, the Ziatora. It's the only reason it's in here. The only freaking reason it is in here. And yeah, we're slamming in for 1 or 2. Is it 2? It is 2. Because there's literally no reason not to. Like, they will have, like, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They will have the Skyscraper here. I'm pretty certain. What? Where did this blue come from all of a sudden? Is this the Redane? Interesting, interesting. Alright. Very interesting. The Field of Ruin, though. The Field of Ruin. Okay. That is very good. Very, very good. So. If I do this for 3 now. This costs 2 more, right? Yeah. Okay. Let us see if they're playing counterspells. Let us find out all together if they do. And if they do and they have 1 counterspell here, that is still kind of fine with me. Oh my lord, get out of town, man. Get out of town, man. That was totally unexpected, I have to say. That was... Once more, I've got gotten by the freaking Wandering Empress. Oh, what? A what now, what? Okay. Alright, that is... Not what I expected in the slightest, ever. Ever. So, yeah. Okay. That is unquestionably pretty bad for us. Unquestionably pretty freaking bad for us. I have to do this now. Absolutely. Absolutely have to do this now. What the heck was that, man? What the heck was that? Surprise from beyond, the intrepid adversary. Okay, are we freaking dead here? Are we dead? No, we're not. We're not dead yet. We're still kind of alive. They're keeping up 2 mana. I don't like that, my friend. I really don't. Do I really have to push the button here now? I feel like I do have to push the button here now. I do have to. Are they playing freaking counter spells? I don't know, man. I really don't know. Okay, Sag. Really, really Sag. They have another freaking Vorinclex here. Oh my lord. What the living heck, man. What the living heck. Like, we still have blockers, you know. It's not that big of a problem. But, hey. Hey. We have nothing in here to bring back right now. So Harness Infinity would be very tasty by now. Very, very tasty. Or another dig up, you know, something like that. But we will see here. We just have to see. They didn't like that. Is this time for another dance? No, it's not. What the heck is going on here? What is going on? And what are these lands? What are these cards that they're playing? I'm so freaking confused, man. Well, that is just amazing. That is just freaking amazing. Alright. But what are we even getting ourselves? Like, there's nothing we can get here. There's a 4 cost. Well, you know, it's a start. It's a freaking start. We're gaining some life back, so hey. We're gaining some freaking life back. So hey. We're missing 1 land for greatness here. 1 land for greatness. And we will see what they're doing here now. It's another freaking land. Ain't that amazing? Ain't that freaking amazing? Well, we'll have to see here now. We still do have the Hive of the Lair of the Hydra here. If they do have removal though, well, we're going to have a tough time. A tough freaking time. Yeah, that's right. That is right. That is absolutely right. I do have that. They're making another samurai here. Okay. So they're preparing for a next turn. Yeah, they are. That's just smart. Another land. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Another land, man. Oh no. We have drawn 11 lands and 22 cards. That is just a 50% freaking land ratio. That ain't good at all. That just ain't good at all. Alright, we will see what we're doing here though. They're creating another freaking samurai. Okay, interesting. Do you think they have another Wandering Empress here? Do you think they do? They're not doing anything. We have to. We have to. We freaking have to. I don't like it, but we have to. Maybe we find something nice. Well, that ain't nice at all. We can't play it. But we can still block here. So hey, if they don't have another Wandering Empress, we at least have a freaking chance now. Like the smallest of all chances, but we do freaking have it, you know. So, are they freaking attacking in? We can do it for 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do it for 4. So even if they do have the Wandering Empress, we can still block one of their things. Then they just put the first strike on the other one. So that ain't good at all, you know? Just ain't freaking good at all. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. They're not attacking in. They are not attacking in. How many green sources do I have? Enough. I do have enough. Alright. Oh, freaking right. That is just plain freaking amazing. Okay. So we're creating a Rhino and we're gaining 5 life. Seems about right. Seems about freaking right. Okay. What the heck is this game, man? What the freaking heck is this game? So, yeah. Just freaking amazing is what it is. Freaking amazing is what it is. So they should have totally returned. Oh, they can't. They didn't have an Intrepid here. They didn't have it. What is this game, man? What is this freaking game? If you think you're done, oh, my friend, you are wrong. This is Golgari. They're wiping the whole freaking board here. Just wiping the whole freaking board here. Well, that gives me life. That gives me life, my friend. And life is great. Life is precious. Life is graveyard shift in instant speed is what it is. Yes, yes. Life is graveyard shift in instant speed is what it is. If they now have the Wandering Empress, I will be very saddened. Very freaking saddened. So, 4 plus what? 12? Yeah, even if they do have it. And they scoop! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Hold the presses! Call your congressman! Call the police! There was a freaking murder on my hands! Murder on the dance floor, my friends! Oh my lord! This was just freaking bananas, man. Get out of here. Freaking whatever deck you were. Banned freaking. Just get out of here. Holy freaking smokes. This was the Culling Ambulance, but not for me kind of meme, you know? Oh, we're going first? I freaking love it. I freaking love it. There's nothing I love more than going first in Magic. And then winning, of course. That is like the second thing I like more. After going first. Alright, we go with the Shigeki here. There's a World 3. Long time no see. There was once a very smart man called Titan Smash MTG. Well, he still exists. It's not like he's gone, but he said, Malone and World 3, that is like, you know, the most epic duo. We go with the dig up here. And we are smashing in. For one. It might have like a known Shigeki. What, the World 3 is just so nice, you know? I should get myself one. Just for shites and giggles. That is what I will be doing. So we found a freaking mirror match. The fight rigging. Interesting. Pretty interesting. But if you don't have a creature, well, you're gonna have a tough time. Take action, yes. Mill me 3. Mill me, daddy. Mill me. Oh, well, that's just plain amazing. That is just plain freaking amazing. Like, that is exactly what I want here, you know? Okay. That is just plain freaking amazing. So, we are ramping here. Oh my, okay. That was a little bit unexpected. Well, get your Valky. Get it. I don't mind. Steal my Shigeki. I don't mind at all. They could do it here, but do they really want to? Do they really want to? I don't think they do. So, yeah. Now we find a land, hopefully. Very good. Very freaking good. I like it. I really do. And we're getting to Taurus Proving Ground. We're bringing down Hugh. And now we're chilling. There's nothing that we want to do here. Because we want to use the Shigeki now. So we're on 6 cards in here. And they're all pretty tasty. The fight rigging. Okay, I mean, yeah. You know about my March of the Rat Sorrow. You know about that. I'm very curious at what you're doing here. I'm very freaking curious at what you're freaking doing here. Pass to combat. Alrighty. So we're activating the Shigeki here. Auto pay. From among them, I hope we mill a land here. We do. We do. We're getting the Field of Ruin. Sadly, we have lost our Takenuma, but we can just get that back if we want to. And we might. And now we're just like, you know, getting rid of this sucker. Like, there's literally no reason not to. Literally no reason not to. The next turn we can return a lot of things. If we find a land here even more, that would be pretty cute. How many is in there now? Yeah, I mean, whatever card is in there, we like that, you know? We really freaking do. Alrighty. So, now we are milling our opponent. And gaining a little bit of life here. It is just very good. Oh my lord, okay. Well, ain't that amazing. We're getting the Takenuma. So that we can, you know, use our Shigeki accordingly. And, are we attacking in here? No. No, we're not. We're not attacking in here. I want to use one of my Shigekis here. To do some business. Some serious business. What will that business be? Well, it's going to be, Invoke Despair, I think. 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we do have enough. We do have enough. So, I mean, we're looking pretty tasty here. We're getting the Invoke Despair back. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. And they will lose everything they own here. And we just not. We just don't. We just don't, you know? So they're a freaking... Well, ain't that amazing? Ain't that amazing? But you know what I say to this? First off, I say decline. Second... I say Shadow's freaking verdict. Get the living heck out of here. Yes, I lost one Shigeki. Do I care? No, I have another Shigeki. So they're stuck on 4 lands also, so that ain't no good, you know? Just ain't no good. Now it's Snow Forest. A Cosmos Elixir. Where the heck did this come from? Okay, well, I mean, yeah, gain you 2 life. I don't mind. Are we milling more here? Decline for now. Freaking decline. We're invoking Despair, though. And then we're starting our freaking loop. Oh, ain't that amazing? Another freaking Invoke Despair. Yeah, I like that very much. I like that very much. I just realized that I cannot play this for the cleave cost. So that wasn't the smartest decision of my life, maybe. But it was a decision nevertheless. Okay. Okay, yeah, that is questionable to say the least. So we're declining here still. We even found a freaking land. We do have all the black sources. Let's just go for this now. Just to make them freaking suffer. They don't know about our Invoke Despair. But we do. We freaking do. And I don't want them to, like, you know, do whatever they want to do here with the Demagoth Woe Eater. And what a freaking heck, man. Get out of town. Get freaking out of town. I might even destroy their world tree here, but there's literally no reason to do that. So yeah, we aren't. We freaking aren't. And now we're just chilling here. We could also invoke Despair here. But I feel like filling up my hand once more with my Shigeki is just the right thing to do, you know? Because I really want to get rid of this as well. It's just too much value for them. Too much life gain. And we're not for that. We're absolutely not for that. To burn down the house. Alright, yeah, burn down the house, my friend. Do you do that? You do that. That is alright. That is alright. So we can do it for 5 here. Oh no, we can do it for 4. That is still pretty good, you know, that is still pretty good. So we're getting ourselves the Binding of the Old Gods. We're getting ourselves the Graveyard Shift. We're getting ourselves the Invoke Despair. And we're getting ourselves the Harness Infinity. So later on we can just, you know, get everything back once more. And that is just amazing. That really is amazing. So now we can take the action here. Start, like, you know, trying to throw our Titan in there. And, I mean, hey. Now, that's not too smart, is it now? Well, it ain't too unsmart either. I'm losing my Meathook Massacre here, yes. But you know, with my Takenuma, I can always freaking get it back. So it's all good. It is all freaking good. And the life that we lose here from the stupid devils, we're just getting back. So it's all freaking right. All freaking right. And we can now, you know, resolve all, play the Binding, and still freaking play the Invoke Despair here. Drain him for a lot. And I mean, that's just prime beef, you know, prime freaking beef. There is the Titan. There is the Titan. Alright, the Titan will be played next. Okay, ending the turn here. Ending the freaking turn. What you gonna do, my friend? What you gonna do? The Titan has entered the freaking... Oh, that is what they're going to do. Okay, that is... I don't like that. I don't like that. But it's absolutely alright. We're still kind of fine. I will slam down the Titan here. And I will get myself a shield counter. And I will get myself 5 life. So, now it is Titan on Titan violence, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it freaking is. Ending the turn. So we could bring back the Shigeki here, but there's literally no reason to do that. So I will not. Like, seriously? Don't I have a shield counter? Did I not? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Seriously now? Freaking seriously now? Trickery is just a hobby. That is just freaking amazing, ain't it? That is just freaking amazing, ain't it? Oh my lord. Oh my sweet lord. Oh, I've got the life, but where's the shield counter? I'm so confused right now. I'm literally confused. That is pretty crazy. I should have just gotten rid of the Vorinclex here. Should have just gotten rid of it. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Is there no shield counter on here? I'm so confused. Where's my shield counter? Like, I will get rid of the whole freaking board here. There's no problem with that. But now my graveyard shift just ain't... Are you kidding me? Are you actually freaking kidding me? What the heck, man? What the heck? Yeah, okay, well, that's just plain freaking amazing. That's just plain freaking amazing. Okay, do it. Do it. Throw it into my face. Alright, they didn't. They didn't throw it into my face. Decline. That was just a very crazy turn of events here, I have to say. I have to freaking say. Just a very, very crazy turn of freaking events here. Getting rid of the Ziatora, they're getting rid of this, they're getting rid of this. Makes sense. I don't have the mana to play it. I do have the mana to play it. Holy smokes, what the heck is going on here? What the living heck is going on here, man? That was just a crazy turn of events here. A crazy freaking turn of events, man. Should have attacked in. Should have attacked in. I was just so in awe about the whole freaking situation. So in awe. Like, what the living heck, man. They really just, like, went out of their way to do it perfectly. Invoke Despair, yeah. Makes sense. But that is in my graveyard now once more. And we do have the Harness Infinity. So that is pretty nice. And we do have the Graveyard Shift here as well. So we can bring back the Titan, you know? We can bring it back. Unbelievable. They cannot discard the Shigeki though, so that is also pretty good. So we will see how this turns out, my friends. We just have to see how this turns out. This was the weirdest freaking turn of events ever, man. But we're still here. We're still freaking fighting for our dear lives, my friends. For our dear lives. We have infinite freaking Titans, and they have infinite freaking cards. Let us see who wins. One Valky boy versus one freaking Maloney boy. Now that's just Peachadori, ain't it? We're doing the same. We're just doing the freaking same. And there is no reason to, like, you know, do this right away. We'll just graveyard freaking shift the sucker when we need to. Holy smokes! What is with my lung? What is with my lung? Where is the lung? I mean, they have red mana anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, they're going with this. That is still fine by me. What else do? What freaking else do? I feel like we still have a good chance of turning this around, you know? Is there... Yeah, we will see here. Pass attacks. Playing a graveyard shift. We can play it twice if we want to. We can freaking play it twice if we want to. And I think that we want to. So, we'll be gaining the life and I will be making the Rhino. Because now, right now, the life and the cards are the only thing that are holding us back from winning here. And yeah, this looks pretty a-okay for now. If they destroy my Titan here, no, I still have enough for later. So that is still pretty a-okay. And that is Exactsies. That is just Exactsies, you know? If we get our... That is 14 damage on the field. Oh my lord. What is even happening here, man? What is even freaking happening here? Okay, we won. Oh my lord. Oh my sweet lord. Yeah, okay. That is just freaking amazing. Just freaking amazing, man. We won here. Oh my lord, I can't believe it. Once they did the Tibble thing, I was certain that we have lost. But we haven't. We freaking haven't. So, let's smash in there. 14 damage. Get the Damagoth Voe Eater out of here. Get out of here, man. What a game. What a freaking game. Damage. Yes. Yes. damage. Oh, my lord. Once more, from the clutches of freaking defeat, we came back and we smashed them all. And do you know why? Because let's go Gary. Let's go Gary. Alright, we have time for one last game here. I always want to do 5, you know. I always want to do at least 5. And we're on 4 right now. And we're going first. What is this, Grimace? Oh my lord, Grimace indeed. Okay, so, I mean, hey, right now those were some very insane freaking comeback games. The whole freaking deck is calling ambulance, but not for me. Oh, I freaking love it, man. This Titan just won us 2 games already. That is just so good. Nobody talking crap about my Titan. Oh, we're up against Mono freaking White. That ain't bueno. That ain't bueno at all. Alright, we're doing this now. We're freaking doing this now. I just hope that they bring down something that I really want to see here. Like, the dig up is just super good here, you know. And, the Shigeki can block and then do stuff. We will see. We will have to see. But the dig up can get us something very, very nice. Oh, they're just humans with extra steps. That is what they are. They're just humans with extra steps. Alright. So bringing down a freaking black source here because we need those the most. And, doing this. Trying to get our lands. There is a land. Very nice. I like it. I really do. Okay. Alright. We're not attacking in, of course. What are we? Unsmirred? I will never again be unsmirred. The Brutal Cathar. The Brutal Cathar. Alright, that is super freaking annoying. But not the end of the world annoying. Like, seriously not. Okay. Perfect. Freaking perfection. So we're getting ourselves the, Shadow's freaking verdict here. I think that is the right call. Because they have a lot of 3 costs, you know. Well, there goes my hopes of them having a lot of 3 costs. But that is still alright. Like, they have 1 Sigurda here. And we do have all the stuff. So sadly, we have to do this now. Which I would prefer not to. But there's nothing I can do about it. And we do have the Invoke Despair for afterwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we do. We do have the Invoke Despair. And we do have the March of the... It's all good. It's all freaking good, you know? It's all freaking good. I'm not too worried. Just a little bit. Just a little bit worried. Alright, that is just an amazing freaking turn of events here. Just an amazing freaking turn of events. Sheesh, man. Sheesh. Okay, yeah. Don't you overdo it, man. There's a limit, you know? There's a freaking limit. Okay. So we're chilling here for now. Yeah, we're chilling here for now. And we are getting rid of this right freaking away. Can do it for 5, and we will. Buying ourselves some time, you know, is all we can do. All we freaking can do. Okay. They're still attacking it with the little hamster. That is questionable to say the least. Okay, they don't. So, hey, if we don't draw real good here, in the end we got out aggroed. It happens. It happens to the best. And we will see how this turns out. Maybe we find something really, really nice here. Well, we didn't. We didn't find anything real nice here. Maybe we do now. Hey, there's still a chance, you know? We're drawing 2 cards here, so there is still a chance. Getting rid of the hamster. That is just plain freaking bad, man. Plain freaking bad. Dude. That is just... I lost the game, okay? It happens. No need to Yorgo me, man. If your opponent acts like a fool just because you lost a game, that's Mono White with extra steps, my friends. Mayhem, 45. You're a little... When they thought you were dead, but you are coming back, that's Golgari. When you're down on your knees, but you then get them beats with Golgari. So the Titan of Industry, that was terribly good. Also, special thanks, of course, to all of my patrons and members. Like, we're a lot. If you're a new patron or a new member and you don't find yourself on the list yet, I'm pre-recording. I'm very sorry about this. So there is a delay in all of this. So maybe 1 or 2 days of waiting will be in order. I'm very sorry about that. I don't like that, but that's just what it is right now. And yeah, if you're a Nico Bolas, God Pharaoh, Goldspan Dragon, or a frickin' Zed with Great Hearts, I couldn't do anything without all of you. So I'm very frickin' grateful from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thanks. This frickin' charity thing that's going on right now, without all of your help, ain't frickin' possible. So thank you very frickin' much. That is so much appreciated. So much. And we're still frickin' winning that thing. Like, well, we haven't won the tournament, but we already, like, winning in frickin' donations. So all of you are insanely cool. Insanely cool. And if you want to check that out, my fight against cancer, it's still down below. You can push that button and become, like, super cool. You know? Super cool. Just do it. It's for a greater good. It is for the greater good. Also, don't be like that last person in the last game. Just take your W. No need to say your go. You can say good game. You can say hello. But don't say your go. Like, come on, don't be a freaking douchebag about it. So hey, if you enjoyed what you see, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. We're on our way to 12,500 people on this channel. That is like the next freaking step, you know? And that is just amazing to me. I would have never thought that one day I would be saying that. Never ever would have thought it. Well, maybe yesterday, but not like a year ago, you know? Just not. Also, this is so shaky. I don't know. I have to fix it one day. I'll have to fix it tomorrow or maybe tonight. But I will be preparing for the live stream now. So, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the deck. It was very freaking fun for me. And I hope it was fun for you as well. And if you're looking for a beat stick, well, now you freaking got it. I'm MTG Malone. And I will see you all tomorrow.